the boy who worked hard for years. But one decision changed everything. Before it all fell, he had nothing. And yet, he built everything, brick by brick, year by year, with these two hands, and a hunger that never slept. But one afternoon, one single decision took it all away. And the question was not whether he would survive it. The question was who he would become after. His name was Andrew, born the third son of a poor man, in a small village, where the soil was dry and the dreams were expensive. His father had nothing to leave him. No land, no money, no connection, just one thing. A word, Andrew. No man who works hard with clean hands never dies poor. Remember that. Those words became his food. When there was no breakfast, he ate those words. When the road was long and dark, those words lit his way. He woke before the sun. He slept after midnight. He did not complain. He did not wait. He worked. For 10 years, Andrew worked like a man possessed. He carried loads at the market when he was 15. Heavy loads, under a hot sun. With no complaint, he learned to drive at 18 and became a delivery man at 22. He saved enough to rent a small shop, just one room, one table, one dream. People laughed, this boy and his small shop. What can come from that? Andrew said nothing. He just opened his door every morning and closed it every night, rain or shine, profit or loss. He showed up. By 26, the small shop had become 3 shops. The boy who had nothing was becoming somebody, and the same people who laughed were now calling him my brother and my friend. Then came the day that changed everything. A man came to Andrew with a deal. A big man, a smooth-talking man, a man whose shoes cost more than Andrew's rent. Andrew, I have an opportunity. Big returns, fast money. All I need is your investment. Trust me. Something in Andrew's stomach said no. Something quiet and small said wait, but the numbers were big. And Andrew was tired of small. He wanted fast. He wanted easy. After 10 years of hard, he was ready for easy, so he signed. He gave everything he had saved for 10 years. To a man he had known for 10 days, the man disappeared. The money disappeared. The deal was never real. In 1 week, 10 years of work was gone. The shops had to close. The rent could not be paid. Andrew sat on the floor of his empty shop and did not move for a very long time. The same people who called him brother now whispered behind his back, "You see? I knew that boy was too ambitious. This is what greed does." He was not greedy. He was tired. There is a difference. But nobody stopped to ask which one it was. That night, Andrew walked to the edge of the road outside town, and he stood there, looking at nothing. Everything he had built with his bare hands was dust. Then his father's voice came to him. In the dark, no man who works hard with clean hands ever dies poor. He almost laughed. Almost, then slowly, something shifted inside him. He thought about the 15-year-old boy who carried loads in the market with no complaint. That boy had nothing then. And he built something. That same boy was still inside him, and he had not lost him. The next morning, Andrew woke up before the sun. Same as always, he had no shop. He had no money. He had no plan. But he had his hands. And he had his father's word. He went back to the market. The same market where he started as a 15-year-old boy. He asked for work. Some people laughed. Is this not Andrew who had 3 shops? Now you want to carry a load again? He smiled. Andrew, calm and steady, a man who has climbed before knows the way up. Show me where to start. And he started. Again, this time, He moved slowly. He did not chase fast money. He did not trust smooth words. He did not sign anything he did not understand. Every kobo he earned, he held carefully. Like a man who knows what it costs to lose it. 2 years later, he had one shop again, small, quiet. His, but this shop was different from the first ones, because the man running it was different. He was not just a hard worker anymore. He was a wise one, and wisdom is something no man can take from you. Your worst decision is not your final destination. It is just the moment the real journey begins. Fall if you must, but get up and build again, this time with wisdom. Your worst decision is not your final destination. It is just the moment the real journey begins. Fall if you must, but get up and build again, this time with wisdom. Have you ever worked hard for something and watched it disappear? Today, Andrew has more than he ever had before, not just in money, but in character, in patience, in the kind of strength that only comes from being broken and choosing to stand again. He still thinks about that decision, the one that cost him everything, but he no longer regrets it, because without the fall, he would have built on a weak foundation. The fall showed him what was real and what was not. It showed him who he truly was. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Someone who fell and thinks it is over. Tell them it is not over. It is just the beginning.